Happy New Year and a very happy January to you. Now, I normally go for sparkles on my January outfit. However, this year I have gone for pink because I really feel like there's a big self-love, self-appreciation, self-esteem vibe going on this month. But I have teamed up with one of my boho necklaces, my rose quartz with strawberry quartz. There's also in here some labradorite. So the vibes are very mellow. I've also worn pink. I'm keeping it very mellow this month, but obviously astrology plays its hand and there are some messages to come through depending where the moons and the planets are falling this month. So we are literally just out of New Year's. It's literally the first at time of recording, which means yesterday we had the black moon in Capricorn, which is a new moon, and today is the first of the first, which is a manifestation portal. So if you're making wishes for the new year ahead, the universe will be listening. So keep them really concise and precise and just make sure you really put into words and feelings and all that jazz exactly what it is you want to manifest in 2025. And on the 13th or the 14th of January, depending where you are in the world, we will have the full moon in Cancer. And at the end of the month, the 29th, we have the new moon in Aquarius. So as well as a new season, we're into winter now, as well as all of those lovely moons. You might be feeling a little bit of out of sorts because Capricorn is right now. Capricorn season started on the 22nd of December and takes us all the way through to about the 20th, 21st of January when Aquarius steps in. So even though I know this happens every year, but some planetary alignment is calling on you right now just to take things easy. I know I said the first is all about manifesting, but this is about putting those plans in place and perhaps not rushing into things. Listen to what your soul is telling you, and I have a feeling that probably 80% of you really just want to go with the flow, kick your feet up, put them up, rest, and just see where the day takes you. There's no pressure, okay? Perhaps just wait to put your New Year's resolutions in place or your fitness plans, your goals in place to perhaps the second half of January, because at the moment it's all about you and, like I say, this self-love, self-care, nurturing vibe. So the first full moon occurs in Cancer, which is a super emotional water sign. So everything that I said at the start of the month about being about self-care and looking after yourself, nurturing yourself, it's going to be really important. It's going to culminate on this moon. So again, yes, this is all about letting things go, moving on from past traumas. So my favorite crystal for this moon will be pink tourmaline or rose quartz. Both of these are going to soothe you so much. They're going to soothe your emotions. It's going to be like a massive virtual gentle hug because you are going to have some very testy, feisty emotions rearing their head. It's going to be a real powwow moment, and you might find you're more emotionally charged, which means you might be more argumentative. So just watch what you say to other people around this moon, especially if you are wanting to move on from someone that's been causing you a lot of stress in your life or a situation. Just take a deep breath, make some notes, and just make sure that you just take your time over things. Don't rush in, because that rage will be like a rag to a bull. Is that even the saying? Red rag to a bull. You'll be fine, you'll be calm one moment. It'll just take 2 words for someone to say something and you will erupt like Mount Vesuvius, okay? Keep calm. As well as that, pink tourmaline is incredible for getting rid of stored energy, past traumas, allowing you to heal and move on from really tough scenarios. In fact, as I hold this, I almost feel like my arms, my legs, everything just feels like it's just relaxing and that heaviness is just going away. So it's a very powerful crystal indeed. It's also really powerful because it releases guilt, anxieties, fear, worries, allowing you to have a clear mindset as you navigate into the rest of winter and looking forward towards spring. And of course, it will give you lots of self-love and beautiful warm huggy feelings. Rose quartz, if you haven't got some in your life, I'm sure most of you have, but if you haven't got some, rose quartz is a wonderful crystal to get you started in 2025. This is the best crystal for manifesting with as well. As a quartz, it is a manifesting crystal, but it is a master healer at its root and the master healer of the heart chakra. So if you have some, meditate with it on your chest, allow it to clear those energy channels and just allow the fluidity of the energy to flow through you and out of you. If you've been suppressing receiving any love, this is the crystal for you. If you've been really burnt in the past from horrific experiences in love and romance, this one will help you heal and attract good love, healthy, good love. So as I said, the full moon in Cancer might hit you full on, and it might enable you then to sort of crack through that stored anxiety and just move on out. But just know, as much as you try, the full moon may well hold you back. So just keep fighting, keep moving forward, and know that you're stronger than you realise. After all the emotional heaviness of the full moon in Cancer, I am here then to say that on the 29th we have the new moon in Aquarius, and boy does this pack a lucky punch. Think lucky stars and lucky energy. It's all going to culminate for you. I'm also holding on to the pink quartz, the rose quartz still, because it's going to be in alignment with Jupiter, which is the lucky energy, and also Neptune and Venus, because the reason why I'm holding the rose quartz is because this is a sensationally lucky time for love. So all that loving energy from the beginning of the month, when we've been working on ourselves, working on our being, wearing our pink, wearing our rose quartz, and just fighting through that hard energy of the full moon, the emotional energy, the new moon's going to just ease its way in and just give you the opportunity to manifest, attract, and just have the most fun time regarding your love life. However, with this new moon, your intuition will be raging as well. Won't be your emotions, it'll be that intuition, that feeling in your stomach. So if you have a feeling that someone's being a little bit out of sorts with you and being a little bit untruthful with you, it might be right. So just watch how you're feeling, because at the end of the day, sometimes your witchy senses are spot on, and the new moon is going to bring some of that spot on energy to you. But this new moon is also about second chances. You've moved on from, we'll move on from the full moon and all that angst, and we'll have second chances for you to find potential new love, a new job, a new place to live, or just starting afresh and making those resolutions. As I said earlier in the month, it's going to be a little bit tricky for you to perhaps put resolutions in place. I would potentially leave it until the second, third week, around this full moon, new moon even, and set your resolutions now, because you've got more chance of making them work and making them happy. So with that being said, I would say clear quartz is going to be your ally. Not only is it the master healer, the master manifester, as I've always said to you, keep it close by, because it becomes the energy you want it to be. If you don't have clear quartz in your life, this is your sign to get it, or your pink tourmaline or your rose quartz. So all in all, January, even though it's like the first month of the year when you should be starting to set seeds and stuff, this year it's just telling you just to step back, take your foot off the pedal and just put the brakes on a little bit and really think about where you want to be. Don't be hard on yourself, practice lots of self-love and self-care, and just make sure that you give yourself exactly what you need. Yes, of course, you have responsibilities, there's people in your life that need you, but so do you need you. So this 2025, just remember to put yourself first, practice that love and that self-care, and just have the most wondrous of years. And remember, abundance will find you, luck will find you, and just be positive, look forward, and just visualize your dreams, because the more visualizing you do and the more feeling the energy of what you want to experience in your life will bring everything to fruition. Check out my podcast. There's lots about manifesting on there. I will be doing weekly podcasts on there about the changing energies and more astrological bits and bobs. But for now, my loves, happy January, and remember, the right crystal will always find you.